In the heated corridors of South African politics, shockwaves continue to reverberate as General Bheki Mkhwanazi, a man who has become synonymous with exposing uncomfortable truths, has now dropped what could be his most explosive revelation yet. In a dramatic turn of events that unfolded in Parliament, Mkhwanazi stood firmly before his colleagues and accused President Cyril Ramaphosa of telling what he called his greatest lie, a lie so serious that, if proven, could place the president in direct confrontation with the law, and potentially even send him to jail. The atmosphere inside the chamber was tense. Opposition benches roared with approval while the ANC benches shifted uneasily, as Mkhwanazi laid out his case. He accused Ramaphosa of deliberately misleading the nation on critical matters surrounding state resources, accountability, and the infamous Phala Phala scandal that has haunted his presidency for years. According to Mkhwanazi, Ramaphosa's earlier testimony that he had no direct involvement in the questionable movement of foreign currency and that his business affairs were handled transparently was nothing short of a carefully constructed deception. What made Mkhwanazi's statement particularly damning was his claim that he has evidence contradicting the president's sworn declarations. "This is not just a matter of politics," he thundered, "this is a matter of criminality. The President of this republic has lied to Parliament, lied to the people of South Africa, and lied under oath. That is perjury. That is obstruction. That is an impeachable offense." For weeks, murmurs within the political elite suggested that new documents and testimonies had surfaced, implicating Ramaphosa in a more hands-on role at Phala Phala than he ever admitted. Now, Mkhwanazi has taken those whispers public, threatening to hand over his evidence not only to the Speaker of Parliament but also to prosecuting authorities. Should this evidence hold water, it would not just be a matter of political embarrassment, it could open the door for criminal charges. Legal experts have already weighed in, noting that if Ramaphosa is found guilty of lying under oath, the implications would be staggering. Perjury alone carries significant penalties, but when linked to issues of state capture, money laundering, or failure to disclose financial dealings, the consequences could extend far beyond fines. "We are potentially talking about jail time," one constitutional lawyer explained, because this would mean the president knowingly misled both Parliament and the courts. Mkhwanazi's explosive accusation has reignited debates about the state of accountability in South Africa's highest office. For years, critics have argued that leaders often hide behind the ANC's protective shield, avoiding justice while ordinary citizens face the full force of the law. If the president himself is dragged into court, it would mark an unprecedented moment in the country's democratic history. The ANC, for its part, has closed ranks around Ramaphosa, calling Mkhwanazi's revelations nothing more than political theatre designed to destabilize government. Yet, even within the ruling party, whispers of unease are growing. Some insiders reportedly fear that defending Ramaphosa at all costs could further erode the ANC's credibility ahead of upcoming elections. "We cannot afford another scandal of this magnitude," a senior party member admitted privately, "not when the people are already losing faith." Meanwhile, opposition parties have seized on the moment. The EFF has demanded an immediate parliamentary inquiry, while the DA has pushed for Ramaphosa to step aside pending investigations. Civil society groups, too, are watching closely, with calls for transparency and accountability growing louder. For ordinary South Africans, this unfolding drama is both exhausting and enraging. Many feel betrayed that, once again, those in power may have placed personal interest above the nation's trust. Social media has erupted with hashtags like #RamaphosaExposed and #GreatestLie, with users demanding that if the president lied, he must face the same justice as any other citizen. As the storm rages on, one thing is certain: Mkhwanazi has raised the stakes to unprecedented levels. His bold accusation has transformed what was once a political scandal into a potential legal earthquake. Whether Ramaphosa survives this latest test depends on whether Mkhwanazi's evidence stands up to scrutiny and whether South Africa's institutions have the will to hold even the highest office accountable. If Mkhwanazi is right, Ramaphosa's greatest lie may not just tarnish his legacy, it could end his presidency in disgrace and even put him behind bars.